The lesson my parents taught me without ever saying a word. When I think of my parents, I don't remember grand speeches or lectures. They weren't the kind to sit me down and tell me how to live my life. Instead, their lessons came quietly, woven into everyday life. But there's one that stands out above all the rest. It was a snowy December evening. My dad had just come home from a long day at work, looking exhausted. My mom, despite her own busy day, was setting the table for dinner. I remember noticing how she placed an extra plate on the table, a small, simple gesture. I asked her, "Who's coming over?" She smiled and said, "No one yet, but someone might need it." That night, a knock came at the door. It was our neighbor, Mrs. Andrews. She looked flustered and cold, holding a broken casserole dish. "I burned dinner," she said, almost in tears. "Do you have anything to spare?" Without hesitation, my mom ushered her in, wrapped her in a blanket, and served her the extra plate she'd prepared. My dad didn't say a word, just poured her a cup of tea and sat down to listen to her talk. In that moment, it clicked. My parents didn't need to tell me to be kind or generous. They showed me, through actions so quiet they could have gone unnoticed. They taught me that love isn't about grand gestures. It's in the little things, like setting an extra plate or offering a listening ear. Now, I carry that lesson with me. Whenever I have a chance to help someone, I don't hesitate, because my parents taught me that kindness isn't about recognition, it's about simply being there when someone needs you most. Sometimes, the loudest lessons are taught in silence.